Hey y'all, it's Ashley. Welcome back to another Mix It Up Monday. This is the second episode or installment for this series that I'm doing. And I'm starting off with a white background, but I'm actually using watercolor paper similar to what I did last time. I'm mixing some gouache paint that is kind of a mix between acrylic and watercolor. You can kind of make it as thick as you want. Within reason, of course, and then you can add water to it to make more of a wash. And so I kind of did it in between. I took kind of a flesh color as well as a pink, mixed that together with a white, and got that first color. And then I mixed red and thought I was mixing pink, and it kind of came out as more of a magenta color, which was fine, but it kind of was a little bit too powerful or too much of an impact for this particular layout. And so I'm going to be using Maggie Holmes products just because I have doubled the chipboard and quite a few of her die cuts. And so I decided that I wanted to tone down that paint kind of more with a fleshy color. But I'm actually going over it with this cream first, and then I realized that I wasn't recording. So yeah, you guys caught the tail end of it. I went over it with like a heavy body acrylic paint, and then I then went back with my gouache and added like the flesh tone so that it would tone it down. And I do like the way that turned out. I'm also going to add modeling paste on over top. So you'll still see the paint quite a bit coming through, but that will help also tone it down a little bit too. So I'm using just regular white Liquitex modeling paste, and I'm using a Christy Tomlinson stencil. I wanted kind of a floral, feminine look to this, and so I decided to go with the stencil that I had in my stash. And as soon as I was done using the stencil, I ran to my bathroom and threw it in some hot water and came back, and then eventually went back to turn off the water. Okay, so now I am matting my photo on this cloud paper. So I didn't realize the cloud paper was actually only like 11 and a half by 12. I guess it wasn't a full 12 by 12 sheet. I'm not sure. I must have cut it off at one point. But I mapped my photo on, and you'll see how much actually hangs off, but that's not how much cloud is actually showing. So that's how I knew. Well, I turned it around and realized that size isn't the right size. And so I go, of course, to measure it and realize, no, it's not. That I was only measuring like 11 and a half. And so then I thought, well, maybe it was like the branding strip or something like that. But even when you take off the branding strip, it's still 12 by 12. So I must have cut off another strip at some point and just stuck it back in my stash of full 12 by 12 paper. But that's totally okay. It's just a little off-centered, but it's Mixed It Up Monday, and it's not for anything special. So I just kind of roll with it. So here is where I'm matting my photo, and I'm just going to mat it on some of this Maggie Holmes paper. It's like a doily aqua blue paper, and I thought that complemented the cloud paper nicely. And then the rest of the process is simply just going to be layering. I'm going to use my hot glue gun for most of the layering, and the focus of this Mixed It Up Monday is obviously the mixed media part, but also the fact that I am going to be using chipboard, or a lot of chipboard, and layering those pieces. And I typically I don't do that very often because I like to hoard my chipboard, and so I'm really just kind of getting in the groove of using my things up and trying not to buy a whole lot of stuff too. So the rest of this will just be layering, so I'm going to kind of leave you guys with some music, and I hope y'all enjoy, and I hope you're inspired by this Mixed Up Monday. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.